Wait, that's wide 20.
57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Rip.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 95 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 40. Dalton gives to Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hands up. Lead. Mike 52.
Yeah.
368.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey.
No. Off. Undercrush.
Topper. Regular. Buzz. Motion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Get the ball out the Cowboys' hands.
Wait, that. 380.
Mark 5. Let's go one more.
Watch that.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Cut.
Ozzy. Hey, Delta.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Whip.
22 jet bomber.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
72. Alpha.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Pull it together. Shift.
Hey, 66.
Brady gives to Michelle. Oh, twisting away. And he's got some space here. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ship.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Wait, that
Mike 5. Defense wins championships, baby. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check your hot read.
61, matchbox lights. 53, Linda.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
You're soft, baby. That's
Tight dog. Hey, wahoo!
my 5. Alert.
Brady now to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And that would bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert 3. Crash down. Crash.
Green brings it in. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
5-6. Check. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. There you go.
Check, Mike.
Go.
Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, check.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Evans. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the ground is Michel. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On 3rd down, Michel. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, Bernard. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Check safety, check safety.
Ball's 50.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
36-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Watch the slant. Showing 8, showing 8.
Hey, check it.
A give to Michel running right.
Run, run, run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, ball 66.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Dalton. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, box drop.
Yo.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And a Bengal first down.
Green 18.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Guys up.
Now Bernard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Hey, high 7. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Bernard. Avoiding the tackle, Bernard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a carry for Bernard, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Over here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Check Mike 39.
Now a give, right side. Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 39. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's go, D. Check 40.
2 by 2. Move.
They're coming.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flushed out right. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Mostert, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Motion. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Come on now, let's go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. 368.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Andy Dalton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 39. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, Zoo. Check Mike 39.
I got it.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here's Dalton.
Watch the screen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Slam. Watch the twist.
They'll run with Michelle. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hands up. Lady. 2x2. 39. Move. I got one. Check. Nice.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton finding Green complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
368. Hey, turn it up. Regular. Back. Check. Motion.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ricky.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey, hands up. Hey.
They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Let's get it.
Let me go. Rip.
Mike 5.
Hey, exit.
He's not going to get me.
From the 44, Brady to Michelle on the dump-off. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Bengals grab it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Get in there.
Here's Dalton. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They come out here in the eye.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
On the ground with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Right there.
Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
We own them.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield, punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Check it, reload.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Atkins on the stop.
Hatchet.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Hey, I got him. That's me.
Go Bandit.
On second down, Michelle.
Run.
Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Alert flare. Watch twist.
Now Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
All day, baby, all day.
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
39. Hey. Kill. Go 368. Hey, check Mike. Hey, Haywood. 39.
Night, sweetheart.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Switch.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know you feel that.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Check 3. 198. Watch 98. Exit. Move. 198. 98.
So Dalton now. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
198. Watch 98.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
44.
First down, Cincinnati.
93, 52, 93.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Regular. Hey, check Mike 6.
Throwing, Dalton, eluding the pressure right. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Bernard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, Dalton.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Motion, pop.
Hey, let's go.
On 4th down, Dalton.
All day.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Dalton flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Check Mike.
From the gun, Dalton.
Any day.
And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
I'm here all day.
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 39.
Three buzz.
On fourth down, Dalton. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Let's go, boys.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15.
The Patriots take over first and
All
10.
day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch the
Wahoo!
Watch the
Alabama.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14.
31. Bengals 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Regular. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
Operating from the gun.
Come on, QB,
Dalton.
come on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw here, Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey,
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. On fourth down, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On first down, Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Wait, set. Wide, 80.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Again, it's Michelle. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.